exclusive local alert weather forecast from Central Oregon's news leader.
All right, folks, what we're dealing with is still some winds blowing through. That fire is moving a little bit still down to the south and east, but definitely progression has slowed dramatically. And as Isabella was saying, there's not a lot of smoke coming off of there. Let's take a look at the time lapse from that earlier today once again. And you can see that it grew very, very quickly. And there is a retardant drop. And now what they're doing with that is they were trying to restrict or limit the progression of that fire from northwest through to southeast. So that was something that was a concern. It did kind of jump that retardant line, but as you are noticing, that charred area is mainly in the grassy regions as well. So a lot of attack was given to that as it progressed from the northwest to the southeast. All right, let's take a look here at the helicopter that's still kind of hanging overhead. And this is the latest image there. Look at this helicopter is pretty much circling the region, doing its best to put a really good suppression on that as well. The winds, as I mentioned, are blowing from the northwest at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Here's a still picture. You can see the smoke that was kind of getting clipped off and moving rather rapidly. Not a lot of lift to the smoke. When it's a real hot fire and there's not a lot of wind, that smoke will rise very, very quickly. It wasn't happening here. The winds were clipping that off, and that allowed it to run down through to the south and east. So again, currently 230 acres, but overall they're really attacking it aggressively, and they stopped it from getting into the timber. All right, folks, here's what we got going on for you. At 10 o'clock, we'll see the winds relaxing a bit. These are the gusts, and so it does appear that we're going to settle down overnight. Tomorrow in the afternoon, we'll see them pick up a bit as usual. They're coming generally from the north at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. Again, these are the gusts. So what we're tracking is fire weather concerns. Dry air, dry fuel, breezy conditions, warm into the weekend with temperatures in the low 80s. Spotty showers on Friday morning expected. So let's take a look at what's going on as far as the Old Mill District. And you can see folks enjoying the cool waters there of the Deschutes and a little bit of hazy sunshine out there. There are some strong storms to our south and also to the east, but for us, we're on the quiet side. Just some cloud cover off to the south and east can be seen from the region, but I'm concerned a little bit. There's some stronger storms down in Lake County, a lot of lightning. That starts a fire. Sometimes fire doesn't have to be in our area to impact us with the smoke, so that's close enough for us to be concerned about. Again, lightning strikes can strike on a Tuesday, and the fire can start next Thursday. It just sits underneath the dirt and smolders for a while till it gets enough fuel or enough energy to really start percolating up. Thursday, 11 o'clock, we're looking at sunshine and some hazy sunshine. And by 6 o'clock, not much going on. But as we get into the overnight time frame of Thursday, some showers move on through, and then another batch of showers before sunrise on Friday, and then that clears out and moves off to the east. And that's a good thing, because I would think, if it wasn't a lot of lightning with it, because we could at least wet the ground before the 4th of July fireworks. Look at how dry it is, 14 and 14 for the current conditions as far as the relative humidity is concerned. Lower the number, the drier the air. Currently, we are in the 70s and 80s, so it does appear that we are going to be seeing another day very similar to what we saw today. 4th of July has a chance for that morning shower activity. Then we get up into the 90s Monday, Tuesday, and again on Wednesday.